So if you want to build a successful business, you have to find that burning desire, the thing you really want to change. How to choose a sector when starting your business is one of the most frequent questions I get asked. Now, there are a few ways of looking at it. On one hand, it's quite obvious that you should start a business at what you're good at, but the problem is that you might, or you most probably will, fall into the trap of becoming a slave of your own business, because if you are good at something, you will build a business around yourself. Therefore, you will basically lose your life. Your life will be equivalent to your work, and work will equal life. That is where my passion kicks in. That is what I call the stand back, and I help other business owners stand back, teach them how they can replace themselves in the business, because at one point they become the bottleneck of their own business, and in order to continue their growth, they actually have to retract themselves from the business. But when choosing a sector, the worst thing that one can do is choose a sector only based on the anticipated profits. So let's say there's this trend for, I don't know, a specific thing that is done online, and you hear the news that everyone's making money and it's the thing to do now, it's sexy, so you decide to embark on that journey. Now, I know it sounds terrible, but even if you are successful, and I doubt it, but even if you are, you will hate that journey. Why? Because the single motivator will be money. And unfortunately, money doesn't make you happy. It does in a broader picture, but if you sacrifice your life and you embark on a journey of starting and then growing a business only for the profits, you will not enjoy that journey. So in my opinion, you should first find the thing that you truly enjoy. Any business is like a roller coaster. It's not always downhill, there are plenty of uphills, and the only thing that will motivate you, keep you going when everyone else will give up, is that vision, that desire, that burning desire to make a change, to do something extraordinary, something new, something that people haven't experienced before, because you found a niche. That is the thing that will keep you going, not the profits, because when things will get tough, and trust me, they will get tough, you will give up. So if you want to build a successful business, you have to find that burning desire, the thing you really want to change. When talking about a niche, the best way to find out where there are gaps in the market, where there's something that isn't working, or whether there's an opportunity that you can sort of create in order to serve customers better, the only way to find out is to delve into that niche. So if you want to, let's say, start a coffee shop and you have no experience whatsoever, but you love, let's say, coffee, then the way to do it is to actually employ yourself, become an employee of another company that does that thing, because then you spend, let's say, 8 hours a day within that environment. There's no better way to learn than actually being immersed in that environment. You will interact with customers, you will interact with suppliers, you can see what works and what doesn't work. That is where you can learn the ins and outs of a sector, and based on that, you can then start a successful business. And there are many examples, even Starbucks. The guy who started Starbucks, I think he spent 2 years in a cafe learning how to make coffee. And obviously it's more complicated than that, because it's not only about making coffee, but it's all about the margins, the profits, the sourcing, the temperatures, the service, the procedures, the rental, and everything else. So if you want to, let's say, start and you're passionate about properties, and I emphasize the word passionate, you really like properties and you like to, let's say, help other people buy properties by becoming, let's say, an estate agent, and you don't have a clue about it, then the first thing to do is find employment in that sector, learn all the ins and outs, the vocabulary, the way people interact, the documents that are used, and so on, and then start your business. So that is the formula for success. Immerse yourself into something, find out what is missing, and then solve that problem. On top of it, what I'll always say is beware of becoming a slave of your business. Once you do that, then please ask Michael K, because I'll be more than happy to help you out of that. But that is a problem for the future.